Welcome to Warp Zone 9 Warpcast Episode 4. Today I have Dalton and newcomer Anthony.
Hello.
Howdy, Anthony.
Hey.
So, what have you guys been playing lately?
I've been playing Monster Hunter 4. It's pretty good. It's been enjoyable.
I know you just recently picked up a new Nintendo 3DS XL.
I did pick up a new one a day or two ago.
So before that you were playing Monster Hunter 4 with the Circle Pad Pro.
I was for the XL.
And
that was pretty nice. I like that.
You like the handles.
I enjoyed most of the handles. The extra analog stick was nice, but I really like the handles.
So now you're using the C-Stick. How does that compare? And
it works quite well, actually. I was surprised.
do you have a preference?
I do like the newer one, I guess. Everything feels just new. My other Circle Pad feels new. Everything feels nice.
And you're playing Pokemon Shuffle?
I'm playing a little bit of Pokemon Shuffle. I got that last night. That's fun. I like a match 3 game every now and then.
They just announced today that they had that software's been downloaded over 1 million times. So
pretty impressive.
as one of Nintendo's attempts at free to play, how do you think it's been a pretty good?
I think it's been fun. I mean, you play it for a little bit and then you just stop playing it. It's something kind of pick up. You play it for a few minutes, so like a waiting room kind of game. I like it.
You been playing anything?
Just been playing Fantasy Life. Just little bits here and there.
Yeah. What classes have you been playing as?
Oh, well, my one guy that I've been playing is pretty much everything but Mercenary and Wizard. So basically everything else.
Yeah, I started that game like when it came out, and I was 2 classes, like the Paladin or whatever,
Paladin, yep.
and a miner, because you see those mining rocks and all the dungeons. It's like, oh, I want to get those.
Yeah.
And I got really close to the end. I was like in the final stretches, but
That's where I am now, but I'm going back through and trying to do all the get all the job quests done before I get through it.
It's that struggle of I want to experience all the job classes, but I also don't want to. I want to be really good at these ones, so you keep working at it.
Yeah, that's my problem. Is I'm a completionist, so I go through and try to do everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like to be with that, but it's easy to get distracted by other games. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys want to hear what the latest happenings in Nintendo is?
Oh, we probably should.
Yeah.
So, speaking of 3DS, Nintendo's released the latest firmware update, 9.5.0-23U. So, Nintendo's official notes is that it improves stability on the system. But there's a little nugget in there that goes off the record, basically. So a little while ago, people found out a way to play games from other regions, from Europe, Japan, on the 3DS.
Okay.
Using an exploit, but going into the download play feature, and then suspending it and going into the browser, and somehow you can launch games from other regions. This firmware update kills that workaround. So if you've been using that and you want to play games from other regions, maybe don't update. But I'm not sure how that's going to affect future games that are going to come with that firmware anyway.
Yeah.
I would think so. And
yeah.
No, I'd heard about that, but I didn't want to try it just on the off chance it does something.
Yeah, breaks your system.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds great and it worked for tons of people, but you don't want it to be. You don't want to be the one person that it screws up and you don't get a DS anymore.
Yeah,
that's true.
So I'm still worried about the localization of the Rhythm Heaven game on 3DS. I'm worried it won't come here.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't come here, gonna have to figure something out. So are you guys familiar with the port strike going on the West Coast?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So the port strike has been going on for the past few months. It's affected 70% of goods coming from Asia. This route is the quickest way to get product from China to the U.S. The bulk of Nintendo products, such as Amiibo and their hardware, has come through this route. So negotiations have stalled, and the situation has worsened in the past few weeks. The port workers are trying to get better benefits and vacation time and all that kind of stuff. Iwata did confirm at their latest investor meeting that this port strike has affected their stock. So that may be why supply of certain Nintendo products has been so tight, as any Amiibo hunter will know.
Yeah.
Yeah, including the GameCube adapters. Those are impossible to find for a lot of people that want them.
Yeah.
And the limited supply of the limited edition 3DSs. The Zelda ones seem to be fairly easy to find in Europe when it came out, but here in America, it's just if you didn't pre-order in the first 10 minutes it was up, then forget about it. So they did apparently reach negotiations to end the strike, but just I'm sure the details are still being worked out.
Yeah,
so
that's
who
still
knows
going to
when
be a
it'll
month or two
actually-
out at least.
Yeah. So hopefully that, if once it does get cleared up, hopefully Amiibos will become easier to find, but still with Nintendo in general, I think their product here in North America is still usually hard to find regardless.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because some of that they'd have to like re-release a bunch of it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're. I mean, some of the stuff that's you can't get anymore. It's not that more are coming. It's that it's done now. Like that's it.
Speaking of which, though, Nintendo did send out a tweet today. They announced that late April they will be reprinting more Marth Amiibos.
There you go.
I just want my little Mac.
Little Mac. Did you miss out on Little Mac?
I did.
Well, you never know. Don't give up hope. I haven't given up hope.
Otherwise, I'll just wait till the scalpers, till they start getting a little less popular and the scalper prices will go down. I don't mind spending twice as much. I'm just not spending, $50 to $80 for.
Yeah.
So, also in regards to the new Nintendo 3DS, Iwata also commented that the reason it didn't launch here in North America before the holidays was because they couldn't produce enough units to cover all the different territories. So they decided to just cover Japan and Australia.
It's probably better in the long run.
Yeah, I'm sure they had probably plenty of 3DS units to sell, clear out their warehouses. Yeah. You are also. So, how do you guys feel about television commercials? Like when you're watching commercials on like cable or satellite, do commercials sell products to you? Like, if you see something, you're like, oh man, I gotta go out and get that. Or
somewhat. I mean, I haven't had cable now for almost a year. But, I mean, I have, like, stuff like Hulu, which Hulu I think is at least a little better because when you get the ad, you can say, no, this isn't relevant at all.
Yeah. So I think we're all in the same boat in that. And Iwata did comment that they don't really put a lot of emphasis on their advertising via television commercials because they think that they're not as relevant as they once were.
Yeah, definitely not anymore.
Yeah, so instead of wasting all that money paying the cable companies or the TV channels to broadcast commercials to put that money somewhere else, it's probably going to be more beneficial.
Yeah. Good.
So Amiibo, it's been a craze here. I think people aren't collecting them maybe to even use them. They feel like they have to have them just because they're limited.
It's like Pokemon. You gotta get them all.
Yeah. Apparently Amiibo isn't catching on quite as big in Japan. I guess the NFC market on figures is a niche market in Japan. Niche
market, yeah.
So
you can send them all over here.
Right.
I'll take the Japanese packaged ones.
So
I open them anyway. I just like the little figurines.
So you're not collecting Amiibo.
I have not collected Amiibo.
How many have you been getting out of as they
I
come
have
out?
most of them now. I have all but pretty much like the rare ones.
Except Little Mac.
Well, yeah, I don't have like Little Mac Marth. I did manage to get Villager the first time. Okay. I know he's not as rare, but he's rarer.
Well, he's part of the Holy Trinity, as they call it.
Oh, is he? Oh.
We Fit Trainer, Marth, and Villager.
That I did not know.
Yeah.
I just knew I had gotten one.
Do you have Wii Fit Trainer?
I do not. I don't have any of it. No. For all the rare ones, pretty much all the other ones. And the only reason I got Villager is that was a pre-order. That was one of the ones I had like, oh, this looks cool, and I really like the Villager. So, love the Animal Crossing games. I was like, gotta have him.
There you go.
Absolutely. How do you feel about Nintendo branching off into like the fitness area with quality? Like calling it the quality of life stuff that tracks your sleep.
I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, we had the Wii Fit because my mom wanted to use it, so we had that. And I mean, it was fun. It had good games, and sometimes when you were done doing it, you could tell you'd exercise. So I guess anything that can add on to that, I don't know.
Yeah. Nintendo or Iwata at the shareholders meeting went into detail on how their different divisions are set up for like hardware and the quality of life. They're saying that the quality of life is a separate division that they built dedicated for this, so it's not going to affect their game side. So
that's cool.
Anybody that's worried about Nintendo like kind of going away from gaming to do this, they shouldn't worry because it's like a separate.
It's going to be like
branch.
A side business type thing.
That's cool.
More Amiibo news. They went into detail on the sales percentage of how many Amiibos are sold in the different territories. So what do you think is the territory that sells the most Amiibo volume? Out of all the... So you got US, Europe, Japan, and Australia. Where do you think they sell the most Amiibos? Amiibo.
I want to say here, but I feel like that's just going to be... We don't have enough stock.
Yeah. Well, that definitely seems to be the case.
Oh, okay.
We are definitely... We sell the most by a landslide.
Oh, okay.
63% of all Amiibo produced are sold here.
Does it have any stats on what the different markets size are? Because I mean, I could see other than us versus Europe. I mean, compared to Australia and Japan, quite a few.
Yeah, I just have the percentage of what Nintendo produces. So Europe is second by 23% of all Amiibo sold. Japan is 11%, and Australia is a mere 3% of all Amiibo produced. So, have you guys been playing Hyrule Warriors at all?
Not lately,
I also have not been playing it lately.
but played through it completely when it first came out.
Have you guys played any of the DLC?
Yeah,
No.
that's what we're waiting. We got to beat Mario Kart DLC first, before
right.
we can move on.
That's one thing that they did announce today is that the second Mario Kart DLC is almost done. They're almost done developing it. It's on track for its May release, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what it. Yeah, when you ordered it, that's what it said.
So, but coming March 12th, we're getting the final piece of Hyrule Warriors DLC. That's called the Boss Pack DLC. You're going to be able to play as Ganon. Not Ganondorf.
Yeah, Ganon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's going to have a boss rush mode where I guess you just go through all the bosses in succession that are in the game.
Okay, that'll be pretty sweet, because, I mean, I like those Dynasty Warrior style games as much as the next guy, but sometimes it gets a little too much just killing a bunch of guys that you can hit in one hit. And you're like, let's just get to the next boss.
Yeah,
that's true.
I saw the trailer of the boss rush mode, and Ganon's just like massive. Like he's bigger than all the bosses in the game, like the other bosses that were already in there. He's just like towers over them. He's just like destroying them.
Now I'm pumped. I still have to try to beat the adventure mode or whatever that one was.
Yeah, I haven't even touched that yet.
Oh my god, that's insane. You have to play characters that you've never played, or at least that I didn't play, because they didn't look interesting, and so I'm completely horrible with them and can't do any of the challenges.
More Amiibo news. On March 20th, that's when the Super Mario Brothers Amiibo come out. Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Bowser. Also, Mario Party 10 comes out that day. Nintendo will be releasing on that same day the update to Captain Toad that lets you scan in your Amiibos, or your Toad Amiibo into the game.
There you go.
Okay.
So, how do you guys feel? What experience do you guys have in the different digital shops that are available on the different platforms, like the PlayStation Store, the Wii U, the Wii eShop in general, Steam, Xbox Live Marketplace?
Well, I definitely like Nintendo's more than the PlayStation Store. I have no experience with the Xbox. Well, very little. Not since 360, the beginning. So I can't comment really on that one.
So if you had to name your favorite, I bet I can predict what that would be.
I'm going to go Steam.
Yeah.
That's
So Sakurai, the producer of the Smash Bros. Series, feels the same exact way as you guys. He said, it's become mandatory that each platform has its own built-in digital shop. So among those, which online shop is superior from others, the most incentive to buy from it, I would answer Steam. When someone opens Steam, depending on their purchase and viewing history, suggested titles pop up. And there are sales almost every day with massive deals. The changes vary, making me check frequently.
Part of the thing that I think with that, I mean, I can understand for the Wii U they can make something like that, but for the DS I think it'd be too hard, because the whole point is, like, when you bring up Steam, there's, 30 games easy, like, right on the screen that you can see.
That's true.
That you can click on.
Yeah.
I mean, the DS does a real nice job of sorting the stuff. Like, when I'm scanning through, I can usually find stuff that looks interesting. It's just, it'd be hard to put all that right on the first.
Yeah, I don't know. I would question that, because I feel like if sometimes I feel like it's a little too busy on the eShop. Like, they do a good job of advertising, like, kind of what's new, but there's so many buttons and different figures. It's like, it doesn't tell, like on the 3DS, you have to, like, click on it to really figure out what that button is, like bestsellers or new releases.
So you gotta go, like, 3 steps in to see, like, the trailers and stuff, as opposed to just one.
Like, usually I'll hear about new stuff on the on, like, websites and stuff, and then I'll go on there and I'll just search for it.
Just search for it.
Yeah, it's the easiest way to find it. So, you guys familiar with the Nielsen company that tracks, like, the ratings and stuff? Yeah. So they took some like survey results from people that buy video game consoles and why they buy them. So, what systems do you have, like the current generation systems?
Well, for last gen, I have PS3.
Okay. So
and Wii U now, yeah.
You have
just a Wii U.
Okay.
And,
Okay. So, so for people that bought a PlayStation 4, these are the top reasons why they bought it. So the number one reason why, from the survey that they took, the number one reason that people buy a PlayStation 4 is because of better resolution. You think it's a good reason to buy a console?
I mean, Not really.
So,
But I'm also a PC gamer, so I mean...
going down the list, number 2 was Blu-ray player, 3, game library, 4, faster processing power, and 5, it's what the family wants.
Number 2 also doesn't really make sense. Blu-ray player?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a Blu-ray player.
you could just get a PlayStation 3 for, like... What were they when the PS4 came out? Like $150? Not
Yeah.
even?
They're
Like,
you get them pretty cheap.
I mean...
So, the results for that Microsoft Xbox One, the number 1 reason why people bought it was for the brand. So
That's not surprising. Was Halo one of the answers?
No.
Or that would basically be brand, I think.
Yeah,
it's
that follows
just
by
Halo.
brand, yeah. Number 2, innovative features, followed by faster processing power, exclusive games / content, and then fun factor. So what do you think the number 1 reason why someone would buy a Wii U is? Based off of the results I gave you from the other...
Say family friendly, something like
I would
that.
say, yeah.
Or family wanted, whatever that was.
That falls into number 2, probably, which is they call it better for kids.
Oh, okay.
Number 1 was fun factor.
Okay.
Do you think that's a good reason to buy a console?
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna buy a console to play games.
Do you think there's any better reason to buy a console other than fun factor?
I don't really think so. I mean, if you're gonna buy a game console, you're looking to have fun. You're not gonna like buy a game console like, I can't wait to watch all my Blu-rays on this. I am so excited to watch Blu-rays on this game console.
Yeah. Fun factor and basically price, which the Wii U still would had over the other guys. I mean, that's the only other thing. You can't afford a different one.
I feel like the number 1 reason anybody would play video games is to have fun.
Yeah, which is the only reason of the
That's why I
current
play
gen
video
I
games.
have the Wii U.
So number 3 was price / value.
Okay, yeah.
4, backwards compatibility. And number 5, exclusive games / content.
I have not yet to use the Wii backward compatibility, but I still have my Wii, so...
There you go.
Yeah, I do too, but I transferred everything over to my Wii U. So.
See, I always forget that it has it,
Oh, yeah?
just because they're both sitting right there. So I'm like, well, I could leave the whatever game,
That's
leave
true, too.
Smash in Wii U, and pop whatever Wii game I want to play in the Wii.
That's true.
Have you guys used the Pokemon Bank service at all on the 3DS?
I have, not a ton, but I have.
So they came out like last year, and they gave you like a free 1 month subscription service. I think that's expired now. I haven't even checked it.
I do have the 1 year. I did pay for the 1 year.
Okay, so
Figured I'd give it a shot.
right now you can go in there, and until November 30th of this year, so you have quite a while to do this. But you can go in there right now, and waiting for you will be fully evolved versions of all the Johto starters: Meganium, Typhlosion, and Feraligatr.
Yeah, that was the only reason I bought it, was to get the Celebi.
Yeah,
The free Celebi that you get when you got the... And it was like $10. I was like, $10 for a year? It's easy.
Yeah, I love the idea because the Pokemon Bank kind of makes it so like it future-proofs all future Pokemon games, so to make them transfer forward without having to worry about like having 2-3 yeses and trading.
Well,
them over.
and that was my exact reason, is since my brother, now he started playing again, because I got him hooked now with Ruby again, but before that he didn't. He had stopped playing for a while, so I didn't have somebody to trade all my stuff back and forth to get all of them.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to resubscribe just to get these Pokemon. Yeah.
And that's how they get you.
Yeah, that is how they get you. They make you go out to GameStop and get these legendaries that you have to go to download play for, and it's just like, they know what they're doing. Are you excited at all about the Gold Mario Amiibo?
If I thought I could get one for a reasonable price, yes.
Yeah. So, Nintendo and Walmart confirmed that it's coming out the same day as Mario Party 10, March 20th.
I think I'm more excited for Mario Party 10, let's be
definitely.
honest.
Yeah, so it's a few days ago, it went up on Walmart.com for pre-order. They took it down within 15 minutes, and then it like went back up like 2 more times, I think, throughout the day, and then went back down again. Then like went back up like the next day, came back down. So and apparently they've been canceling orders of people that ordered more, like multiples in one order.
Which I'm really okay with. Like, I mean, I understand some people are legitimately ordering them for like other people, but at the same time, I mean,
so Walmart's advertising that it's going to be in stores in time for Easter. So I'm curious what the in-store stock supply will be. If Walmart ordered a lot of supply, or if it's going to be like just a handful per store. And
yeah, that will be interesting because.
Yeah. So I've been to I went to both Target and Best Buy the days when they sold Rosalina at midnight, and there was a fairly significant turnout in the area where we live. So I'm curious what the turnout at Walmart will be for that. With people waiting at midnight.
Yeah, I have a feeling,
because there were people waiting outside like Target specifically for probably an hour before they opened at least, and there was like a line.
Which just goes to show they need to make more. I mean, it's a $13 Amiibo. Like, people should not be waiting outside. I mean, I understand it's popular, so they want it, but at the same time, it's like that's something they shouldn't, you know.
You shouldn't have to wait for a $13 figurine. Yeah.
Like, I understand gaming system, a couple $100, you know, it's brand new. They can only make so many at once. They got to start recopying some money back. But
yeah, so I don't know if I'll try getting them at the store or not, because I did manage to get some pre-orders in at Walmart.com. So, and my orders are still good as of now. And they're offering free shipping on it. I don't know why. It was like not even a $20 order. So, but that whatever works. You guys ever played Donkey Kong Country?
For Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
I still have it.
Yeah. So these were released on the Wii Virtual Console, you know, years and years ago, and then like I want to say like just a few years ago, they were taken down. They've been down ever since. But they just this last Thursday put them all back up, or put them on the Wii U eShop, and they also uploaded them to the Wii eShop too. So if you don't have a Wii U,
that's cool. But I think I would rather have those ones on the 3DS.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no Super Nintendo Virtual Console.
And that's fine. I understand.
But what you can get on the 3DS is Donkey Kong Land 1, 2, and 3.
I did see that. Yes.
Yeah. So, and anybody who purchases any one of those 6 games, Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, 3, or Land 1, 2, and 3, will be eligible to receive a discount off of a digital download of either Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze or Donkey Kong Returns 3D. So 30% off the.
That's kind of cool, because, I mean, a lot of people want those games anyway, and that way, if you don't have the other ones, you can save a little bit.
Definitely. The price seemed pretty decent. It was like almost $20 for 3D Returns 3D on the eShop.
It's not bad.
So, last bit of news. You guys ever see the Donkey Kong Country cartoon series that was on?
A couple episodes growing up. That's about it.
Yeah. So, I was a fan of it when I was younger. At the time, CG was okay. Obviously, it's by today's standards, it's kind of a joke, but and plastically looking. But it's coming to DVD, first time ever. First time released on DVD. Entire first season.
That is cool. I loved it. Yeah, I would have to pick that up.
I'm excited. Each episode featured 2 like singing like musical sections where characters in the show would sing like Donkey Kong.
That was big back then too.
Can you picture Donkey Kong singing? I don't think you've seen the show.
Take your arms, wave them in the air. Keep yourself from falling and you'll fly without a care. Anyone can do it, anyone can dance. My moves will hypnotize you, put you in a trance.
I can picture him singing. I've seen a video here or there of Donkey Kong singing at different parts. So
did he have a beautiful voice?
Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad.
Yeah, he's got great vocal cords. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. So, that's all I've got. Yeah, normally I would close out with Twitter handles, except you don't have one yet.
Yeah. I'll do that tomorrow after work.
There you go.
Right. So, Dalton can be reached at Drop the Pan, right?
Yep.
At Drop the Pan.
That's it.
And once Anthony does make one, I'll have it down below. So, hopefully you can make one.
We'll work on that.
Yeah. All right, and I can be reached at Nestor64. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.